Greetings on this October 2025. What you see before you here is a aftermarket charger. This charger replaces the stock charger, which is this. This is the stock battery charger that charges your stock batteries. This FPV drone, DJI FPV Drone battery. This one needs to be charged. So what you would normally do is hook this up as normal. You would plug this in here, and then you would charge the battery up. All very conventional. This battery charger is a fast charger. Here is the model number and the specs. I have been using this fast charger for quite some time. It charges these batteries in half the time and does so very quickly. It has the 3 conventional ends here. It has the adapters and the ability to hook up your 5-volt to charge your controller at the same time as charge 3 batteries simultaneously. So it will charge them simultaneously, and that's what's so good about this charger. So let us go ahead and plug this in, and we simply turn on the charger. We see 3 green lights here. One of them is red, and that red one is charging this battery, just like so. All right, so this is very conventional, and it charges this battery very quickly. I'll go ahead and disconnect this. I'll put this battery, conventional battery, turn it off. See, it even charged already a bar up, so in a few moments that we were talking. Here we have a board that comes out of one of these ordinary batteries. This board has been earlier firmware, allowing us to hook up any 6S battery. It originally connects, of course, to the cells or the Lipo cells that comes from the battery. As I said earlier, this is an earlier firmware, which allows us to simply run any 6S battery from this board here, hook it up to a drone, and it will fly and operate as normal. This board setup is the same configuration that this is, and this allows you to simply put in a 1400 milliamp SMC battery, hook up your leads here, stick it into the drone, and away you go. And that's been featured on my channel. Now, the point of this recap is to show you what can we do when we come to charge these batteries. And I have had several questions. Can we charge these batteries using this charger? Well, let us find out together. Well, first of all, let us see what we can do with the original cells. Here we have our original cells that come from your original battery. Nothing different. And let us see what this will do. Let's plug this in. Plug this in together here. Together. Push this. It has some charge, not very much. Let's go ahead and plug this in. Turn this on. All right, as you can see here, it is charging. And we leave this long enough, this cell will charge up. There's no real surprise there because this board was charging this before as normal, just like in a normal battery when it's in the case. So it's no great surprise there. This will charge this. These are cells that came out of it. Makes perfect sense. All right. You turn this off. Unplug this. Like I said, it's no surprise. It charges it. These are LiPo cells. And so are these LiPo cells. So now the question begs to be asked, can we utilize this charger to charge another LiPo cell? Let us think about this. Well, both kinds of batteries are the same. This is LiPo cells and this is LiPo cells. If they weren't the same, well, the answer would be clearly no. So let us try. Normally, these LiPo batteries are charged from another external charger. Those who are in the FPV community are familiar with these chargers that charge these LiPo batteries. They can be any, capacity, and they are not, and many different brands like Hota, and there's a whole list of different brands of chargers that you would otherwise plug this in. You would set your voltage, and then you would charge this battery. And in the FPV community, this is quite normal. So the question that has arisen is, can you use your ordinary charger, your FPV charger, such as the one I have here, with this setup, and can you charge this 1400 milliamp SMC battery, which is the kind that will fit in these cases and thus into your drone? So let us find out. All right, so we have here some charge in here. It's not fully yet, not fully charged. As you can see here, this charger is charging this LiPo battery. This is connected together here. No sleight of hand here. As you can see there in the lights, it is continuing to charge. So now we will wait a moment and see if it charges up fully. All right, the battery has now completed its charge. It is merely topping it off. As you can see here, the lights are completely filled up. All 4 lights are completely indicating that the battery has been fully charged. So here you go. It does work. The charger has been disconnected from the board. The board has been disconnected from the battery. And now we will test with our handy dandy tester here what the status is. That is 98%, pretty close to 100 there. 25 volts each cell, 4.1. 98 into 99%. So that is very interesting to discover, and therefore we should be able to progress forward with that, utilizing your own DJI battery to charge up the 1400 milliamp battery. I have not tested this on other batteries, but the same should be true. But like I said, I have not tested it. The reason why I've chosen this battery is because that is what works in my kit, in my system here. And it charges it, and as was shown here, it charges up to 100%, 4.1 volts per cell, utilizing the battery management system on the original board. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. Au revoir.